I'm also really looking forward to Zendikar Rising coming out because I want to really hit those drafts. I have been trying to 4x all the standard sets for a little while, and I fell off it a bunch this last year, so I did not meet that goal this past year. Also, I didn't do a whole lot of Ravnica drafting, so I was missing a bunch of cards there, but hopefully with Zendikar in rotation, I'll be able to get back. Yeah, it's I'm really curious to see how these, like, just how deck building is going to go with these flip lands things. I feel like they could just end up being, like, super high picks, like, kind of like the Cycling 1 lands. But, like, I mean, how many, like, what is your land split going to look like? Like, are you going to run 17 land? Like, are you counting your flip lands in your 17? Or are you, like, I don't even know. I thought there was I thought there was going to be one per pack. Is that, like, am I crazy? I thought there was going to be one per pack. I thought that's how they had the coalition set up. So I like Enthralling Hold here. I like Grasp of Darkness here. Spellgudger Weird, Opt. Finishing Blow's okay. I like Finishing Blow more than, like, LR seems to like it, but I think I sort of just go towards the uncommon because it's an uncommon. I feel like I have not seen this card before. I do not remember ever seeing this card before. But I'm gonna take the Enthralling Hold. Seems solid. This is sort of like goes in the black-white life gain deck. There's a Scorching Dragonfire that seems strong. I feel like I always end up drafting blue-red spells in this format, but if that's what's coming to me, that's what I'll take. None of the uncommons look amazing to me. Yeah, take a Scorching Dragonfire. Tideskimmer seems okay. Leafkin Avenger is solid, but not exactly where I'm at right now. I could also take Goblin Wizardry. Goblin Wizardry is strong. I've not, like, personally done the Drowsing Pteranodon green deck, but LR is really high on it. How good is Tideskimmer? I don't actually know how good Tideskimmer is. I think I'm going to lean towards taking the Goblin Wizardry, but I'm not certain about that. Definitely looking to be picking up cheap spells here. Yeah, Fate of Resistance is good. I mean, blue-red spells is one of the top decks in the format, so I'm sort of leaning into that. Yeah. Experimental Overload is strong. Definitely need some support for it, but we can be doing that. I personally really like the Keen Glide Master, but I think consensus is that it's not quite as good. But I think I just take this. This is another card that, like, this is one of the cards that I'm like, how does this card get printed? This card seems extremely good. 2 mana, 1/1 counter everything. No, we're just blue red now. Yeah, this seems fine. I'm picking Opt really highly now, but that's okay. Protege is fine. It's not amazing, but it does things. Yeah. I don't think Rookie Mistake is good enough to... I mean, we want instants and sorceries, but Read the Tide is also a card I just really like. Having a solid, like, tempo option on your draw spell is, I've just found to be pretty good. Frantic Inventory is solid. Yeah, Frantic Inventory. Guess I'd take Cancel here. I wish I knew if I had 4 temples or not. I rare draft a lot more than perhaps I should, although I am trying to 4x all the sets. Am I ever going to play a Cancel? Yeah, I'll play a Cancel. I've not yet actually cast this card, despite, like, blue-red definitely being the deck I draft the most in this format. Which, I mean, I've only done, I don't know, maybe, I don't know, 6 or 7 drafts of this format, but I've still not cast an Experimental Overload. Thrill seems solid in what we're trying to do. Yeah. Yeah, they still have the vault. I really wish they just, like, show you. I know they said for a long time they wanted to get rid of the vault, and I do not keep up with, am I running a rookie mistake? I do not, like, obsessively follow everything the arena devs say on their forums or whatever, but my understanding is at this point they've accepted the vault as just what they're doing for 5th cards. Which is weird. Like, I feel like they could at least have, like, some sort of graphic for it. Like, I've opened the vault a couple times, and it's literally just, like, you just click on a button, and it's just, like, things flash up. Like, you think they could at least have, you know, like, some spiffy thing where there's, like, a vault and a, you know, spinning, you know, one of those, I don't know what they call them, you know, those, like, wheels with a bunch of bars, and you, like, turn the bars. I feel like they could at least do something like that. Make it look cool. But they have not seen fit to do that. Am I playing a Radiant Fountain? Probably not. Don't think I'm playing a Defiant Strike either. Giant handles, bars. Yeah, you know, safe bar. Yeah, you know, in like Batman or whatever, when they go down to the bank and they're opening the vault with all the millions of dollars in it. You know what I'm talking about. I actually really like Short Sword. Not necessarily in the blue-red spells deck, but it just seems like a really good rate to, like, always be giving +1/+1 exactly when you need it. I feel like people should be higher on this card. Still want some better cheap spells here, but by and large, we're doing okay. Lots of red-green here. How do I feel about an Unsubstantiate? I guess it's really the only card for us here. Sad as that might be. That's fine. 2 mana unsummon. Reasonable. The Swiftwater Cliffs might wheel. I think a Mistral Singer is probably just where we want to be at. Hooded Blessing is solid, but we're not black. Soul Seer, solid. Yeah. Another Scorching. This is a late Scorching Dragonfire. Yeah, we'll definitely take that one. Definitely not on this Defiant Strike. How do I feel about a turn to Slag? I honestly might rather have a Magmut. Not too sure. Or a Sky Scanner? Not sure. Really not sure what I'm meant to be taking here. I wouldn't hate having like one big 7-drop too. Yeah, it's a rotation. I think is a really great time to do that, just because you don't need to worry about having all the Ravnica cards to be playing standard. I guess a Sure Strike here. Honestly, too, like I don't know if you I don't know how much Moto or whatever you play, but if you've looked into like the deck rental stuff, but like Mana Traders and the various other deck rental, card rental services have just like completely transformed how I interact with Magic Online. Just being able to rent like, yeah, just like being able to play like, you know, Humans for a league, and then, you know, Tron for a league, and then Eldrazi Taxes for a league, all like in the same day, just right after each other, is like really amazing. It's like, it's definitely not cheap. Like paying, it like feels sad when you're like paying a subscription fee, like, and like a pretty hefty monthly subscription fee, unless you're playing like purely just like tier 2 decks. Like paying a subscription fee and then like having to pay to join every league like feels kind of bad, but I mean, it's the price you pay, I guess. Ooh, I got a land back. Yeah, I think I take this land. But it is sweet. I love it. I say a bunch of good things about them on stream despite not being sponsored by them. I should like look at it. They actually like have a sponsorship thing for creators that like apparently you don't need to be too big to be sponsored by them, although I am very, very not big. So I don't know. This is a very late Leafkin Avenger. I don't think I need the second 7-drop. Also a very late Obsessive Stitcher and a very late Goblin Wizardry. These are some very late cards going around. I guess I might run a second cancel. But yeah, no, it also just gives you the freedom to like play around in a completely different format if you want to. Like I toyed around with like Legacy Storm for a while just for fun. I toyed around in Pauper a bit. The only annoying thing is that like, especially because so many things happen on Arena nowadays. If you want decks that use the newer cards, especially like the new expensive cards, like Uro especially, like Uro is like 80 ticks online. And there's a limit to how much you can rent at a time. So like the rental limit for my level barely covers like 4 Euros, I think, or maybe it doesn't even cover 4 Euros. But like Uro, Force of Negation, Seasoned Pyromancer, I think there might be a few other really expensive cards. But by and large, it can get difficult to rent all the cards you need to fit it onto the limit. I'm gonna rare draft a temple here because there's really nothing for me. There's a Mistral Singer, but I already have 2 of those. I'm gonna rare draft a temple. I'll be that person. 3rd Scorching Dragonfire is kind of insane. I really wish I knew if I had 4 Conspicuous Snoops. Yeah, screw it. I'm rare drafting again. Might actually play that in Historic someday. Spellgorger Weird is kind of exactly where I want to be. I need to start thinking about what I'm cutting. I think I don't need a second 7-drop. This is probably fine. Don't think I'm running the Sanctum. Don't think I need a second cancel. Don't think I need a Sure Strike. Double Vision is apparently actually decent in this deck. Not playing anything else, so I'll at least pick it. Second Frantic Inventory is great. I was worried I might have to cut those. I might still cut them, not sure. Probably cutting the Short Sword and the Rookie Mistake, but I'll see what I end up with. I have no opts. That's surprising. Opt really does a lot for this deck. I only have 8 creatures. I actually want this. Jeez. No, I'm not drafting in pod, but I'll hate this anyway. Maybe I'll happen to play someone in pod for no reason. What do we have here? I guess I have a few, like, sort of creature spells. Goblin Wizardry, Experimental Overload. My creature count is actually not terrible. Still don't think I can afford to run a Short Sword. Pretty sure I don't want a Rookie Mistake. Might actually run that. I have no idea if this changed at some point, but I feel like it was a recent change where, like, this X2 here changed color. Because it's like, there's some card, like, you can see the X2 on the Magma pretty well, but, like, this X2 on the Crash Through is, like, completely invisible. I'm like, and like, I understand you probably have the exact same issue if you make it black, but I'm surprised that there's not a better, like, I mean, outline it in black or something. I don't know. This feels like there is a problem there. And yeah, three Dragonfire is great. Yeah, it needs. I don't know typesetting or what exactly the term is, but it needs something. Yeah. And like I've never noticed this before, so I almost feel like it has to be something that I don't know. Maybe it's not a recent change. I don't know. It feels like it should have been a recent change. Or I don't know. Anyway. 9 creatures, 17 non-creatures, although 2 wizardries and the experimental overload are effectively creatures. So I think this is okay. I don't know how I feel about only 2 Pharaonic inventories. I'd really like to have 3, but the fact that I care about instant sorceries, I think, is fine. I guess wizardries, kinetic augur, overload, double vision make me want instant sorceries. So yeah, I think I can run 2 Pharaonic inventories. I guess I'm just cutting the worst things. I think 1 cancel is fine. Probably don't need 2 magmuts. I don't want to cut too many creatures. Like I feel like I actually don't mind a Cur. He can trade up, and I feel like I have a decent number of ways to be able to control the board, so he can just get through for a decent amount of damage. Maybe I don't need 2 crash throughs? Crash actually seems pretty decent. I mean, I don't know. I guess I just have to be cutting my worst instance of sorceries, which I guess is like a crash through and... Can I really get by with this creature count? Maybe I could have Mistral Singer. I could also go down to 16 lands. Yeah, actually, I don't hate that. We can go down a land. Heavier red, so I take an island. So I go 7/8. Okay. Also, I really want. Also, yeah, it's completely impossible to see here too. Like, how many islands do I have in play? It's 7, but like, really can't tell. I also, and I see people ask for this on Reddit all the time, but I really want a default basic land option. Yeah. Yeah, we're also just we're I think our curve is low enough that, I mean, we have enough cantrips and stuff that I think actually I guess Crash Through is the only like actual cantrip, but yeah, I'm 16 is fine. Bleh. Sure, I guess. No blue is awkward, but we've got plenty of plays with what we have now. Yeah, I definitely cast this now. I guess Magmut gets through for more damage next turn, since I'm going to be playing the other one next turn. Blue, black. You have a 2/2, fine. So this is mostly just a 2/2. There's our blue. Wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, I'll attack into that. Well, that's interesting. It's not something I was expecting to happen. Sure. You got it. I don't have a shock, otherwise I could like try to frantic inventory for a shock, but that I guess happens. Feels bad, feels bad. I think at this point we'll try and get this double vision down and then just try to get value off of that. Our opponent is activating Tavern Swindler. Very curious. I'd really like to cast Goblin Wizardry twice, but I think that's probably a bit too greedy. DVXO. Yeah, no, waiting to try to double up Goblin Wizardry is, I think, too greedy. We'll just play that now. And, what is our opponent doing with 4 open mana? I wish I knew this format better. I don't think there's like a flash creature that they would be running. Okay. Oh, this is... Forgot that prowess counts non-instants and sorceries. Yeah, okay, I could have had extra damage. That was kind of silly. So you copy the spell. Copying doesn't trigger prowess, right? Yeah, because you don't cast it. That's somewhat unfortunate. Oh, Experimental Overload. XO, Experimental Overlord. Gotcha. I feel like we're doing the frantic inventory first. Sure. Draw a card. Draw another card. Played land already. I guess I should have pumped this, but that's fine. I like our opponents just like dealt 6 damage to themselves this game. I don't think they want to flip yet. Don't really know what they're doing. I mean, they got us with Alchemist Gift, and that's about what they've done so far. No, this is best of 1. I've actually, surprisingly, like, I definitely did not think that I was going to think this, like, when Arena was first coming out, but I actually kind of enjoy just best of 1 drafts. Just put your deck together, don't have to think too much about it. Let's get into games. Best of 3 games just feel a lot, I don't know. It feels like a lot after you do some best of 1 drafts. We have 3 instant sorceries. Yeah, I guess we are... Sure. Seems fine. Yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, I guess I do have enough to cast Waker. I didn't even notice that. So we're gonna get back... I think we're gonna get back Wizardry and Crash Through. And then I think we can give everything Trample. Then we can go ahead and attack with everybody. And we'll pump the Cur once. Yeah, I think Wigger probably was better. I just wasn't really looking at that. I mean, I think we're doing pretty good with whatever we do here. Almost halfway through our deck and no Dragonfires, which is sad, but oh well. Okay. There's a double block. Guess I just want the Tavern Swindler dead. Sure. Put our opponent to 2, seems pretty reasonable. Okay. 2-5, that is not going to save you. Is there anything you have for black? I guess if they have another Alchemist Gift, it's pretty silly, but I guess if I hold the crab, then even if they gain 2, they're still dead. So we'll do that. Oh, it has to choose a tap. You can't choose an untapped creature, right? Never mind. Can't do that. I mean, I think I can just attack and it's fine. Yeah. So this on that on that makes sense. And then, I mean, this is still 2 coming through unblocked, so I'll just pass priority. Cool. One thing about playing this particular best of 1 format is that it's ranked, so after a while, like I'm silver 1, so I'll be gold soon. So you end up facing a lot better. Like I'm honestly not exactly sure how matchmaking works in this particular, or just in general on drafts, but I know it's some combination of your rank and also your record in the draft. So you do actually face better and better people as you're ranking up, not just as your draft record is getting better. So if you're trying to farm wins, it's like, you know, better to be farming wins in bronze than it is to be farming wins in, or trying to play drafts in like platinum or whatever. Which I don't know like how much of an effect that makes, but I definitely have felt it make an effect before. This hand looks solid. I guess no. I can throw discard a land. I was thinking I would like thrill discarding the Frantic Inventory because this is just a card anyway, but like I can also just discard a land. That is much better. Should have waited to play the Spellgorger first. Feels bad, man. Interesting attack. Very interesting. Let's see if you want to block. Of course not. I guess they knew they were spending their 3 mana on the Fetid Imp, so they weren't going to have it block for Death Touch. That's fine. They have no second color yet. Guess you're spending all your mana this turn? Okay, okay. Okay. Sure. Sure. Play that. Fortunately, I don't have a good way to grow the goblins up to be able to trade with a 3/3. This is where like an opt would be really helpful, because I could opt into Thrill Possibility. Do I want to discard Read the Tides to Kinetic Augur? Like, I could also try to Thrill into, like, some other spell I can cast. Maybe I should have Thrilled in my main phase, actually. I think that would have been better. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see what happens this turn. Feels like a very surprising attack. Do not feel like my opponent is the beatdown here. Sure. I think I want to try, well, now any spell makes these, more ability to attack. Yeah, okay, I think I can play this end step. Well, I want a Dragonfire for the Fetid Imp. Be able to get my Spellgorger Weird through. But I might be thinking about, like, Grasp of Darknessing the Spellgorger Weird. What are you thinking about, Azaria? Come on, come on. I feel like this deck is a little short on cheap instants and sorceries. Like, I would really like another couple of cantrips just to be able to power up Experimental Overlord. Experimental Overload, not Overlord. Soul Seer. I mean, Soul Seer on a Fetid Imp feels weird, but I think that's fine. I'm still sort of reading my opponent for Grasp of Darkness. It's based on the double untap black and the way they were debating on stop for so long on the Spellgorger Weird. Like, it almost makes me want to leave back the Spellgorger Weird instead of attacking it into, but like, they would have just killed it. Wow, opponent taking 9 there. That's surprising to me. And they hit their second color, finally. Feels like probably a bit late for them. Spellgoods are putting in a ton of work this game. And, I'm sure there's a lot of things that can get our opponent back into this. I mean, even just any removal spell on the Spellgorger Weird, any black removal spell on the Spellgorger Weird is pretty solid. Not sure if they're thinking a lot, or lagging, or disconnected, or what exactly is going on. No attacks, makes sense. I wish I drew a land. Read the Tide seems like it'd be really strong here. As is. I think I can just cycle this away. I don't think that's going to get played this game. If we draw land, I think we'll just be Read the Tidesing. I think I can take this land so I can Experimental Overload. This is a sorcery, yeah. So I think I'm just going to do this to get Soulseer back. And have a 4/4. I'm not going to be able to play it this turn, but probably next turn I will just Read the Tides, bounce stuff, and that will probably be enough to get me through. But I want to do this now to get another counter on the Spellgorger Weird. I don't... Well, do I attack with these 2/2s? Because the Skeleton Archer can eat one of them, but it's still probably okay. Also, my opponent has done nothing. Eight mana Planar Cleansing Tapland. Is that new? I lose track of what exactly we've seen. Capture Sphere. Okay, that makes sense. Sure. And now I don't think attack makes sense. 8 mana Planar Cleansing. How do I next? This feels like the sort of thing that would be a mythic rare. Because there is the mythic rare cycle that you can bolt yourself for it to come in. You bolt yourself and it comes in untapped. What am I doing? I'm discarding 2 cards here. So I think I keep Read the Tides, because that basically wins the game. Stormwing Entity. Okay. Sure. So now I bounce this, and have lethal attackers. Bounce this, bounce this, bounce this. Sweet new negate art. This reminds me of this reminds me of those are like identical. I mean, they're not identical, but pretty darn close. Very much the same sort of thing going on. I guess here, like, this guy is, like, tilted around this way, and here Jace is, like, still. Yeah. That is a cool art, though. Alright, what cards are we going to be excited about here? I don't think I've seen some of these top ones. 2 mana, 3/1, can't block. Kicker gets some counters. Landfall, you may cast it from your graveyard? Okay. This looks like it flies, and it doesn't fly. I'm triggered. Put a 1/1 counter on target creature. Interesting. His movie poster. What did I just do? That is not what I wanted to do. This does not feel like something I keep. Do I keep this? No, I don't. Well, on the draw, I have cancel. I don't know. I see an argument to keeping this. This one I can keep. Keep, put back, probably Read the Tides. I don't know what this does. I can, like, sort of read some of this. Whenever this is landfall, put a 1/1 counter on this. What is Atropillar? Is that reach? Trample. An Igneous Cur. Whenever landfall +2/+2. This seems solid. 3 mana for a 3/3 landfall +2/+2. And it's a land on the flip side. That seems really strong. I will make this trade. That seems like a positive trade for me. Yeah, Atropillar is trample. I was confused because Velar is fly, and so I thought this might have been the same route, and so it was like anti-flying or something, but no, it's trample. That also seems pretty decent though. Captures for my Mistral Singer. Boo. Scoot Swarm. This is a cute card. 3 mana 1/1, landfall, make a 1/1, but if you control 6 lands, you get a Scoot Swarm instead. That can get out of hand pretty fast. I guess they're all only 1/1s. Like, it doesn't inherently get +1/+1 counters on itself. Also does have cute in its name. What do we do here? Defiant Strike, draw card. Sure. I think we're just playing Wizardry on end step, so that's fine. Squad Commander. To create a 1/1 white core for each creature in your party. If you have party creatures, get it. Yeah. I really don't know how to feel about party. It's cute and all. I feel like it's just gonna be so hard to make, like, do anything. I mean, like, you're never gonna have a full party in, like, proper constructed Magic, right? Yeah, sure. Limited. It sounds like I think it'll be a ton of fun. I also just like love trouble mechanics. Yeah, the glue creatures seem really important. But as far as constructed goes, like, I feel like I can't evaluate any of them expecting that you're gonna have more than, like, maybe one other creature in play. So, like, I'm playing Augur, but I don't think I'm discarding anything. Like, these are very solid cards. Yes. Yes, I guess I have not thought about cards in a particularly limited mindset in a little while. 6 mana, 6/5 trample, returning to land seems solid. I mean, limited seems solid. Lore-wise, I want to know what's going on here. Yeah. I mean, it's also just like, it's because it's a warrior itself, so on its own, it's just 4 mana for through the 1/1. Yeah. Again, for limited, like, I don't know. I've just been playing a lot of constructed recently, so, like, I'm thinking about cards in a much more constructed sense a lot more. And I'm like, just in general, like, I just can't see you ever having a full party or, like, almost anything close to it in constructed. Our opponent opted and played a 2/3. So I think we just kill it and draw a card. And get in for a lot of damage. And I really wish Enthralling Hold could take a untapped creature, but oh wells. Mill cards. Hilarious. I wonder if this is an upgrade for, like, blue-black modern mill at all. So I think 2 mana for 8 cards is... It's better than, there's a split card from some Ravnica set that I think they ran sometimes. This seems interesting to me. I feel like this is a better rate than, like, 6 mana for 3, whatchamacallits. I mean, I guess it's like I guess it's mostly just like a, this is like a split between, like, a 3 mana artifact and a, what do you call it? The Gilded Lotus. That actually seems pretty decent to me. So we just win now, right? So we get to burn this. And this is lethal, right? Yeah, this is lethal. Yeah. Took me a while. I got there. Gilded Lotus. I have never seen anything say copy target permanent spell. Like, can you... Is there anything that does this that we've seen? Like, how do you ever copy a creature spell? That's a new template, yeah. But, like, I mean, the templating on copying a permanent spell is new, but, like, could you have ever copied a creature spell before now? Because it was definitely not obvious to me what that meant. I mean, like, this reminder text, the copy becomes a token is nice, but, like, yeah, I can't think of any way that would have happened. Not that I really know. There's gonna be Seth's gonna have fun doing something with this. I don't know what, but he's gonna have fun doing something. Never real about how to handle a copy of a permanent spell. Okay. Okay, interesting. It would have ceased to exist. It makes sense. I'm actually thinking about keeping this one. Any land gets us to 2 very relevant spells, and the Spellgorger Weird is something we want to be playing before anything else. We've got 2 draw steps to hit it. We're just doing nothing if we don't hit anything. Yeah, we'll throw it back. This is better. Don't have a whole lot of instants to power up Kinetic Augur, so I think I can throw that back. The kicker costs in this, yeah, it's close. I'm really not sure. I could definitely see keeping that. I feel like the kicker costs, like this one is fine, but just in general, I feel like the kicker costs in this set are very high. Do I pull the trigger on this now? I think I just don't want this to get out of hand. You know, because I have the Enthralling Hold, I think I can sit on it for a turn. Got to give the Arrow deck something to do. I'm really curious to see what Standard is going to look like after rotation, because like, yeah, there's Uro, but I feel like they lose a lot of support. Yeah, this is what I was scared about. Tyrannodon to Pride Malkin. Not fun. I think I just hope to hit a land to be able to hold it next turn. Think I can spend a Goblin to try to ambush the Pride Malkin. Come on. If I don't hit a land, I'm kind of in trouble. That's irritating. I guess I can... This can still block. Guess I have to Soul Sear this one. I like this card just for the flavor. I kind of wish there was like a little more Eldrazi stuff, but I understand why there's not. Jeez. Sure, you hit me. I don't know if you saw Mark Rosewater's article, but I liked how he talked about there was a kicker in early design used to like they all used to cost 7, and it was like flavored to be like Eldrazi kicker. There was like sort of some remnant of the Eldrazi still on Zendikar, which I thought was cool. Obviously it didn't go that way. So I can double Scorching Dragonfire the Pteranodon, but I still really want to Enthralling Hold it. I guess I can Dragonfire and cycle this Waker to try to find the 5th land. It's probably okay. Yeah, we'll do that. And then hit this, get in. I'm going to 4, but holding the Pteranodon should be a pretty big swing. Into the Royal. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just a little sad. Like, I definitely did not hate the whole Eldrazi bit of Zendikar. I know, like, it's not why Zendikar was popular. I know Myro's talked a ton about that, but, like, I really didn't hate it, and I was totally fine with it. In fact, I actually really liked Oath of the Gatewatch, like, the sort of draft theming of having to draft colorless mana producers to draft a lot of cards. I thought that was really cool. But I'm sure Zendikar will be awesome too. Yeah, so this is where being at 4 sucks, because I'm going to take this, and I can't block with it. So I think I might be double blocking Valorous Steed. Because at this point, I'm pretty much priced into holding this. Maybe I'm supposed to attack with Mistral Singer and chump the 3/3? Because then I can Dragonfire, I can play Kerr next turn. Yeah, actually I'm... I don't know. It's a tough spot. This is, again, a situation where I really wish I knew, like, all the stuff that was in the format. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff I just died to here. Yeah, like that. Yeah, I mean, this forces a chump block. Of course, these both have Vigilance. So, weird, Dragonfire, kill this. I can get in for 3 flying and have a 3/3 and a 4/4 back to block. I mean, mostly I just feel like I'm a deck that's not going to... I don't feel like my long game is particularly good. I feel like I feel like I'm the beatdown despite being at 1. It's possible I'm misevaluating that, but like a lot of my, like I feel like a lot of my cards are just, you know, random instant sorceries that like aren't doing too much. Like if I try to play a long grindy game here, I feel like I lose that game. It's possible I'm misevaluating that though. Yeah, that is true. I guess I am the only one with a flyer on board now. Yeah, I mean, like, at this point, I think I just hold back with everything but the Singer. I think I hold the land because I could draw Thrill a possibility. Okay, that doesn't do anything. Guess I cast this now. There is Thrill possibility. And now I have counter backup. Cool. Oh, better than I thought. Better than I thought it would go. All right, 4-0. I like it. Alrighty. Go make dinner. Seems like a late dinner. I guess I haven't eaten dinner yet either, so who am I to judge? But, yeah, enjoy your night. I'll be around. I like having both frantic inventories here. Porcelain's Vine makes me think probably blue-green spells, or blue-green card draw. Which I actually really like as a archetype, although I guess that's not what they're doing. That is fine, that is fine. Actually might not be playing Frantic Inventory on turn 3, since I would have to discard. But having both of them is nice. Do they have Azusa? So on the one hand, this makes me think my opponent doesn't know what they're doing. On the other hand, I'm playing against them at 4-0. And they're gold. So they probably know what they're doing, but what is this Azusa doing in their deck? Okay, you have your own Spellgorger Weird. Feel like mine is probably better than yours. I guess this is a... Actually, this is probably Kinetic Augur, discard land. What do I do here? I think I actually discard land, Thrill of Possibility, because I think I would really like to find a Dragonfire before this grows past a 3/3. So I think I go ahead and do that. No Dragonfire there. No good attacks. I guess I'll be able to read the Tides eventually, so don't need to be too worried about it just yet. So I don't expect green-red to be able to trigger Spellgorger Weird too much. Certainly some ways they could, but I think there's a Hunt the Weak variant here in this format. Forget. Could have their own Dragonfire. That is possible. Sad, sad. We have 3 and can't find one. 14 cards into our deck. That would be a very strange attack. Kind of indicates to me they might have Sure Strike. Am I playing Wizardry or am I playing Inventory Igneous Cur? I don't see myself getting in with these goblins particularly soon, but I think I do want them in play for whenever Read the Tide comes up. So I think I will play Wizardry this turn, or this turn cycle. Sure. Another spell means the Pteranodon can start attacking and not really process that. That's awkward. Yeah. I don't think I'm blocking any of these. Although now I'm like slightly more tempted to inventory to like try to inventory into a Dragonfire. But no, I think I'll still Wizardry, because if I hit land, I can bounce the Pteranodon and the Weird, and then get in for a decent chunk. So yeah, it's an annoying hit for 8, but land, no such luck. Yeah, jeez. Now I think I try to inventory into some spell to make these 3/3s, and do something with that. Okay. Okay, now I think I need to look for a Dragonfire. Okay, that's fine. Now I think I'm going to unsubstantiate the weird and then double block on the Pteranodon. So yeah, both of you block here. See if you do anything. I'm going to unsubstantiate this. Okay. That worked out pretty well. And you get the weird back. That's fine. Now I have Read the Tides up, but I think I will wait a turn on that. Could also draw cards with it. But I think I'll go Igneous Cur into Goblin Wizardry. And then Read the Tides to try to reset whatever counters my opponent gets on the weird. If they get any. They do not seem like a particularly spells deck. Can also just naturally pump Cur. But Wizardry pumping the first Wizardry token is pretty nice. I love the art on this card. Bone Pit Brute. Okay. It's kind of irritating. Sure. Okay, well, I'll just trade that off with my other... this guy. That's fine. I think I'm fine just pumping Cur and trading it with Bone Pit Brute. So I think I just want to start looting. I think I just want Read the Tides to draw cards here. Actually, I've said it before. I really like the... I just like the numbers on Read the Tides. I feel like I cast it about evenly for draw cards or return creatures. I really love this as a split card. Just a really solid rate on both sides. I'm a little worried if I try to go in for the double block on Bone Pit Brute that... Yeah, I'm a little worried my opponent's going to have a, Dragonfire. But I think I just have to try to make this play anyway. This is going to go up to a 5, and this will be a 6. So pretty much anything will blow me out. My opponent's not even going to attack. Okay. That is acceptable. Okay, I really wish I could live up 2 islands, but it's fine. I think I just accept that I'm going to take a hit from the Bone Pit Brute at this point. And now I can double my cancel. For as much good as that does. Yeah, awkward. That's kind of scary. Yeah, I think I just take this hit. Don't have anything to... Can't pump my Igneous Cur at all. Ooh, that's pretty good. What do I get back here? Probably Read the Tides? Or Unsubstantiate. Actually, I can get Unsubstantiate back and cast it. Feels pretty good. Can also play... Wait, I have 8 lands? So I can play Double Vision Experimental Overload. That also seems very good. And then I'll have a 7/7 and a 6/6. Let's do that one. Let's do that one. Alright, so first we're going to get a 7/7. We're going to get it back, I think I Read the Tides. Then we're going to get a 6/6. And we're going to get back, I think, just Cheap Interaction and Unsubstantiate. Fortunately, we can't cast either of these, but we can chump block the Bone Pit Brute. And we can go ahead and get in with these 3/3s. I don't think you'll be able to grow that. We've got plenty of beefy blockers for the Bone Pit Brute now. Go ahead. Yeah, so as long as we're not dead this turn somehow. I think... If we copy a spell, we can't change the modes, I don't think. So I'd really like to draw 3 cards and bounce both these creatures. But I don't think that's an option. I guess I could draw 6 cards and then have double Unsubstantiate up on my opponent's turn. Or have cancel up. It's probably better. Lone Revisionary is fine. Actually, I could just Read the Tides, bounce my opponent's board, and attack. That's probably lethal. I like that one better. Let's do that one. Of course, if you make this attack, I don't think I can quite do that. I wonder if I just jump here? Yeah, I think I just jump with 2 kind of irrelevant creatures. Yeah, I think this is how I do this. And then this should be lethal. Bounce those. Then bounce these. Lethal. Cool. Hey, we're gold. We're gold 3. We were gold like a few games ago, apparently. And didn't notice. Okay. Devourer of Memory. Okay. 5-0. 5-0. Hand seems solid. Temple of Triumph. I'll see our tap land and play you a worse tap land. And our opponent on blue-red stuff. Discard a card, gets indestructible. That's irritating. Okay. I can Soul Steer it at some point, maybe, but... I do not have Soul Seer, so that's difficult to do right at the moment. For now, I think I'm just taking 3 a turn for a few turns. If you play something Dragon Fireable, I will Dragon... do I Dragon Fire that? I don't think I Dragon Fire that. Do I Dragon Fire that? Oh, this is irritating. Yeah, I think I Dragon Fire that one. Red-white is a kind of scary deck in this format. We'll play the 2/2. This pumps for 5 mana. Yeah, I mean, I definitely... I mean, with this start, I clearly have to be firing something. It's just this Hollow Blade. I guess I could Enthralling Hold it. That's irritating. This trades for 2 cards from my opponent's hand, in theory. It might actually be halfway decent. That's going to trigger, though. That's pretty annoying. That could be getting pumped. Okay. Well, I don't think I'm playing an Igneous Cur. Actually, maybe I'm playing an Igneous Cur so I can trade with a Battalion? I don't know what I'm doing. This does not feel like a great position. Yeah. Maybe I Enthralling Hold the Battalion. Is this crazy? I get blown out by so much here. Feat of Resistance is miserable. No, okay. You just want to pump your Chorister. And I assume discard a card. This Chorister is going to get really annoying, though. Burn Bright. Okay, that's not a card I was expecting to play against. Okay, now I think I just hold this 3/1. And Igneous Cur or the Hollow Blade can handle the Chorister, I guess. Yeah. Opponent's holding 2 cards and preferring to pump Chorister, then cast them. That's kind of interesting to me. Really want to do this with Thrill Possibility. I don't feel like I can do that right now. Feel like this is like Cur and... Yeah, well, I don't think... I mean, I guess I can play it and just chump for this turn. I guess I'm playing to, like, try to get rid of the Chorister this turn, but I guess I can just play Double Vision this turn. Yeah, I guess that's probably fine, because the Thrill should be drawing me into plenty of other stuff to do. Okay. I don't hate that. Am I ever blocking here? I think I can afford to block and discard the Cur. Yeah. Okay, you don't have anything with flying. Now you have something with flying. Okay, but now you're not attacking with the chorister, presumably. Okay. Okay, so I probably need the singer. Oh, but now my thrill costs one more. I guess there's a good chance I draw a land, though. Am I willing to bet on that? Sure, maybe. Yeah, so I think I can thrill discard Kerr into probably Mistral Singer or something else I draw. And I'm discarding Igneous Kerr. Okay, well, there's the land I needed. It's a lot of land. Although, Read the Tides should be good. And I have no real attacks here. Sure. I really wish Double Vision and Read the Tides let me bounce 2 creatures and draw 3 cards. Sure. That is fine. I guess I just bounce the team. Do I draw 6? I've found 1 Dragonfire, but I have 2 Dragonfires and a Soulseer in my deck. Drawing 6 cards feels extremely likely to find me one of those. That seems really strong, and I don't think I'm like dying next turn or anything. So yeah, I think I talked myself into drawing 6. Because it looks like probably what they'll do is... And I'll have plenty of cards to discard to the Seasoned Hallowblade, so he can chump block anything all day long. Yeah, I think this is fine. There's my Dragonfire. So I'll do that next turn. There's an Unsubstantiate. That's also very strong. I don't think it makes sense to attack yet. I guess I can probably attack with the Goblin. But then I leave myself pretty open to, like, any one thing is pretty bad. So yeah, I think I just pass here. Sure, I can discard 2 lands. That is fine. Experimental Overload would be pretty awesome here. Yep. Opponent has apparently not found a land yet, otherwise they would be pumping this Chorister and getting in. Although my large hand makes me not care about that quite so much. Okay. Okay, that's excellent. That is excellent. So now that I can do this, I think I kill this. And I think I also hit the Chorister now because they can't pump it, and the Celestial Forcer won't be able to attack something because they don't have anything with flying. Target that. I'm still surprised I haven't seen a Feat of Resistance from my opponent yet. There we go. Is this worth... A second Scorching Dragonfire? Probably. I feel like it has to be. The other option is Unsubstantiate. But no, I think this is... Yeah, that's fine. Yep. I think they definitely could have hung around for a while. I mean, they were at 24, I was at 3, but... I'll take it. I will take it. And can we go 7-0? Tune in next time. No. Alrighty, this looks like a solid hand. Back to spoilers. Of course you keep as soon as I say that. This is a card I'm really excited for. 4-mana murder. Just straight up murder if your opponent controls no basic lands. Don't know how common that'll be, but just that one being a land on the other side. This one I think will be quite strong. This art. That eye. What is that eye? This opponent also on red-white aggressive stuff, apparently. They're playing Thrill, though. Interesting. 4-2. Sure, I will Dragonfire that. I think I'll hold a lot of my cards to try to get double vision value off of them. Discard here, it's 2 lands. What value? What value? I might play the Wizardry, so I have something going on. But honestly, I don't feel a whole lot of pressure to be doing anything. Yeah, actually. Sure, no plays till turn 5. Seems okay. Opponent splashing green for something. Interesting, interesting. Alright. Here we go. Watch our opponent have a Naturalize. Oh dear. Okay. That's interesting. Okay, so how is this gonna work? Maybe Goblin Wizardry into Frantic Inventory on my opponent's turn? That seems strong. What does this do? Whenever a source deals non-combat damage, gets double strike. Okay. Okay, this is... okay. Sure. Yeah, I mean, I want to draw cards anyway. Let's go ahead and do that. I like that. So if you have a way to deal non-combat damage to me, this is really bad, but otherwise, I think this is fine. That deals creature planeswalker, so I don't think you're going to do that to me. this trades one of these guys for this, which seems strong. You could have an instant or sorcery, but like... Yeah, I guess I should play around Feet of Resistance, actually. So I'd make this a 4/5. Maybe I don't do this block. Feet here just means I lose one goblin, so that's fine. But I don't think I make this block. I think this is fine. Okay. Fine. Bounce your whole board? Your board costs 4, 8, 10, 14. Yeah, sure. Also get in for 8. Man, I like double vision. Really wish I got prowess triggers with the copied spell, but I guess I can't be too greedy. Okay, sure, you Dragonfire 1 goblin. Oh boy. Okay, there's the Drill Rail. I guess you get Drill Rail value. It's not exactly ideal, but... Okay, I guess let's Thrill. Waker of Waves seems strong here. Crash Through seems strong. Goblin Wizardry seems strong. Yeah, I can just play this now, make them 3/3s. Attack. And if they block, I can Wizardry to get rid of this Kinetic Augur. I could take some damage on the backswing, but... how do I want to do this? Do I just want to kill the 2/2? I'm kind of down for leaving Cancel up, honestly. Yeah, I'll trade for a 2/2. That's fine. Solemn's fine. You attacking? Attacking with Drill Rail since you're not going to block with Drill Rail. That's fine. Guess what? Have some more goblins. Oh boy. Six, yeah. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna get back a Scorching Dragonfire. We're gonna get back a Crash Through. I wish I left up a mountain, but whatever, that's fine. Scorching Dragonfire is Solemn. If I had another red up, I would Crash Through too, but oh boy. Wow, Double Vision really carried us that game. Okay. Well, this was a 7-0 run. Pretty happy with that for posterity. Show off the deck again. Yeah, Double Vision. Pretty awesome. Also, 3x Scorching Dragonfire. That, honestly, that's really the MVP. Yeah, I didn't think this deck was going to be 7-0 either. I mean, the Dragonfires really helped, but yeah. Yeah, I was really thinking we want another couple opts just to push opt would have been great, but and like definitely some clunker. Like Protege is just pretty meh. Magma is pretty meh. But like man, Double Vision and Goblin Wizardry is pretty insane. Yeah, also on the Experimental Overload. I keep wanting to say Overlord. Overload. Yeah, and some like really like the game where we enthralling holded that 4/4 was also pretty close. That one definitely could have gone either way. But yeah. I don't think I wasn't actually bothering. I wasn't thinking I was gonna bother putting this up on cutting out the VOD and putting it up on my channel. But at this point, I think I kind of have to spawn more overlords. Yeah. But all right, that's a 7-0 run. I think I'm gonna call that it for the stream. So, yeah. Thanks for hanging